Hey, what's up, man?
You're being weird, man. Hey, what's up?
What's up? CREview time.
Okay, why are you saying something close to me?
CREview time. I don't know.
Josh has missed me.
Yeah.
I've been away. I was on holiday.
Yeah. It was the worst time of my life.
How was the house without me?
It's bad, man.
I came back and a lot of my shit was missing.
Yeah. There's a lot of washing up to do for you.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's why we have someone who does that, though.
Yeah,
That's you.
That's you. Why am I? Like,
no, stay here.
What's happening?
Oh, there's a big surprise.
Oh,
today.
surprise! I like a surprise.
We're in Greece.
Yes.
Lovely Greece.
Love it.
Great
Best time of my life.
Great fun fact about Greece.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you are in Greece,
Mm-hmm.
you're not further than
150 meters.
From what?
130
150 what? Meters from where?
From
a bar. Jesus, God, you're the worst. We've got a surprise today. We have a guest. We have a guest. It's the first guest in, how long have we been doing this? Like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
We've only done 14 episodes in 9 years. So
we spend a lot of time per episode.
We do.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time editing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
6 to 8 months.
It's a slow process, but we get there.
I mean, but you can see the quality.
Yeah. I mostly work on the audio, as you can hear. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Seriously, though, we do have a really cool guest today.
Yeah.
So basically, we feel that you might, all 9 of you, we feel you might be getting a little bit sick of just seeing us and only looking at it from a content point of view. We want to bring in a slightly different angle today.
Yeah.
So welcome to young Kate.
Woo!
Woo, Kate.
Hello, everyone.
Kate, introduce yourself to our massive audience.
So much pressure. Kate, I'm an account manager at Atypical. Account wizard.
Account wizard.
Account director?
I call her
Account
the account
maybe.
witch.
Account witch?
Because witch is opposite wizard.
True that.
If you're talking about Harry Potter terms.
That makes sense. I've seen on
witch I think witch gets a bad reputation.
It does.
Actually.
It's not all
They don't
broomsticks
appreciate
and
us
big
that
hats.
No. And your clients don't think you're a witch.
No,
No, they love you.
they don't know me that
Yes, they
much.
do.
They don't know yet.
They don't know. Okay, so Kate, thanks for joining us. We're bringing you in today because we want to get a little bit more perspective on the processes and more like management side of content, right? So it's easy for Josh and I to sit here and say, hey, go shoot this.
Yeah.
Hey, go and
Put a drone in there. Yeah.
Get a gimbal. And then Kate is normally like, guys, we can't really do that because the client doesn't have the budget or like we just don't have the time because we need to get this video out like next week.
Yeah.
So Kate is like the person that kind of brings us down to earth, which really sucks sometimes, but is very necessary. And
Hence the witch, yeah?
Yeah, hence the witch, right? But she's certainly not a witch. But I think a lot of the marketing managers at, the smaller brokerages who don't have big teams probably feel this way a lot when, someone in Exco or the CEO is like, hey, we need to go and like shoot some like crazy content. And they're like
really overwhelmed. Where do we start?
Right? Like, how do we start?
And you now have to answer to these people and be like, this is how we do it. And
Yeah.
you're like, well,
No, you guys. Me.
yeah.
No, me. I sleep soundly at night.
Great. We don't. We stay up.
No.
Yeah.
But I've been where you've been, so I do get it. I am drinking, just so everyone knows. That is wine. Good.
Ching,
Cheers. Ching, ching. So I guess the first thing we're just going to look at 2 very basic pieces of content. We're not judging these pieces of content, but I wanted to show how 2 pieces of content can be very similar but vastly different at the same time, right?
Same, but different.
Same, but different. In the words of
As they
James
say,
Franco.
Same, but different.
It's so same Greece, right? With the Chinese accent.
Yes.
Yeah. James Franco said that, not me. That's not
Yes,
racist.
that's a fact.
So we've got 2 pieces of content which are going to go up above Kate and Josh because I'm anchor for this episode. So the one is static and it's just like a very basic post. It's not amazing. The photos aren't bad. There's like very small copy, and this is what most small brokerages or brokers themselves would produce because it's really easy to do, right? The second piece is taking something very similar and putting some motion and turning it into more of a video. Okay, so I wanted Kate to kind of give us a little bit of a breakdown in terms of it's actually not that difficult going from this one to the other one in terms of like actually doing it with, going through the processes, creating your plans, putting like briefing concepts together, all that stuff. So I'm going to start by saying like, what is when a brief comes in, like someone wants you to do a video.
Okay.
Like what's the kind of first thing you do?
Okay, the first thing that I would do is go onto kind of other pages that do something similar. So like look for inspiration, see what you want to do. And then from there, you can start your brief. Because you need your creative team to be on the same kind of wavelength as you. Okay. So that's the first step.
Okay, and then how much would Josh's role as like a content specialist who's more like creative, how much would he be involved in that? How much are you involved in that?
I mean, I spend most of the time just playing games, but then when they call me up, it
reminds me of you. Your role reminds me of like an NFL game. Okay, so it's like the kicker,
super sub.
Or rugby.
Okay,
but like for our American audience,
yes,
the kicker just sits there and waits. He just like plays Tetris and shit on his phone, a bit of Minecraft, whatever, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to go kick something." Cool, boom. Nails it first time.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And if he misses,
does he though?
I mean, sometimes they miss. Yeah, there's a bit of wind.
This is the guy you want, Greg. If you're in this situation, I can't think of a better option. This is for an NFL record.
Depends on which one I use.
So I mean, you're involved in this part of the process, right? With the account, with the marketing manager. I mean, okay, good to know.
So what was the question?
No, you answered it. Okay, so the next thing is like, okay, you've got your brief.
Yeah.
You've got your inspiration. Like, how do you start building this piece of content for it to go live?
Yeah. So like, what do you want to shoot? How long do you want it to be? The angles that you kind of want it to take? Is it kind of the client shooting on their side? Are they going to shoot the videos? Or are you kind of going to take static images and put text over it? I think those are two different type of images.
Okay, so let's say like you've got static images and you just want to put some motion into it. Yeah.
So that would be all on our team.
Okay, so let's say they didn't have an agency.
Yes.
Okay, and it was you're the marketing manager.
Okay.
And you've got to like do all of this now. Okay, so you've got your concept, you found your inspiration.
Cool. Get your images, pick the best images. Think about the copy that needs to be on it. That's really important. Don't put too much. Don't put too little. Don't put irrelevant stuff that you could put in the caption. Take the best parts, make it really intriguing to the user and to the scroller. Make sure that if they scroll past that, do they just see a property? Like, they don't know what that property is for. Is it to rent a space? Is it to demo a space? Is it to... They don't know what it's for.
So what you're saying, actually, what you're also saying now is that you're not just emailing people.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you are also a storyteller.
Correct.
You're as much involved in the content creation process as I am, as Josh is, because you've got to think about all these things as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah. So you're not getting away with that, sorry. Yeah. You got to be creative. You got to be slightly creative.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
and it takes time.
It does take time, right?
Yeah.
But like, how much time does it take to create this kind of basic motion video? Like, it's not as much as doing like a full-on production shoot with like drone footage and walkthroughs.
No.
Like, you can do this quite easily, right?
You can do it quite easily. I think the most thinking actually is going into the like clever copy or clever kind of angles that you're going to take on the imagery. Because to me, when you're scrolling through, everyone is going to have an image of a property. You're not going to you're not going to escape that in commercial real estate. You are going to have a tagline that sets you apart from your competition.
And is that something you would put in the creative?
Yes.
Like, so that's something that hits you, like, you need to hit people immediately. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're not going to look at your photo and be like, okay, this is cool, and then read the caption.
Yeah.
They're going to look at your creative.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't hit them, they're going to scroll.
Yeah.
So you writing as a marketing manager, are you writing that copy, right?
Yeah.
As a soldier in the war for attention.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
You know I love to speak on that. Don't bring that up.
I know. I'm trying
For another 20 minutes
spark
about
you.
the war for attention. Okay, cool. So you've kind of got to the stage. You've written the copy. You know what you want to do. Like, how much back and forth with your intern? Like, how long do you expect this process to take? Like, to create a basic video like that. Like, we're saying use Canva, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to use Photoshop and After Effects and all those things.
I actually don't think it takes that long, as long as you've done all the thinking before. So you kind of know what it needs to look like. You know what copy you're going to use. The effects and the colors and the fonts, that doesn't take too long.
Yeah, that's easy.
Like,
and you
have
can
your
use those
brand
templates,
guidelines,
right?
you have your templates. It's not going to take that long.
So there are really cool templates in Canva. You obviously you'll have your own brokerage branding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you always advise creating those templates up front.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got like a 3-month campaign and whatever it is, create those templates up front, and then you've got that.
And it might be a little bit of pressure in the beginning. That is like a lot of work, and you need to put in a lot of thinking at the beginning. But from there, you can take all of that and kind of push it out over the next month.
Okay, cool. So I mean, basically what we're trying to say here is that, like, from a processes point of view, taking some static images and creating a video out of that is not that difficult.
Not that difficult.
It's really not that difficult.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
No,
Sorry, we've left Josh out a little bit. Sorry,
Sorry,
say
I
what
thought
you
you were
want to say.
laughing. No, I was just going to say, yeah, it's not at all. I think once you have your brand assets and everything approved, it's easy game.
Not that much for you guys.
Coming from a kicker, I would say.
Yeah,
You know.
you're the kicker. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay. So you don't actually do that much.
No,
If you think about it, what does he actually do?
free money.
I do the plan.
Yeah,
You can implement it.
You guys do the work.
He's just like, okay, cool. That looks okay.
Yeah. What about this? Cool. Do it.
Yeah, we're lying. Josh does a lot of work around here. Keeps everyone happy in the office. He's very funny.
It's a big job.
But it's important that marketing managers realize that you do need to be creative and you need to be a bit of a storyteller. You've got to like take the content. It's all raw, and you've got to turn it into something quite cool. And obviously, from on the agency side, Josh would be helping a lot with that. But I think it's just you and an intern, that's a skill you need to learn.
And it's not that intimidating if you break it up bit by bit.
And inspiration,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I think like
Inspo's key, yeah?
Inspo's key, yeah. Yeah. Josh with his words of wisdom.
2 cents.
2 cents.
They call me.
They call you 2 cents. Oh god. Okay. Well, I guess this is the first in a series of bringing in some slightly different angles to this whole marketing thing, right?
Yeah.
CREview is cool, like reviewing content, and for me, content is everything. But I think that there's so much more that goes into it, and obviously, you watching this, all 8 or 9 of you, are really maybe saying like, yeah, the shit you guys talk about is cool, but we can't actually do that. But I think there are things that you
How
can
do we do it?
Or how do we
Yes.
do it, right? And a little plug here, like if you're really battling, like we charge a small fee, but we do this for a
Next to
living.
nothing,
And this is the sort of team you would get, basically. Like you'd have a planner, a strategist, you'd have a content guy, and
That's all you need.
you'd have the witch who's going to bother you a lot.
Yeah.
She's going to email you, she's going to hound you, but
It's going to be great.
She'll be your best
she's
friend.
very
yeah.
nice
Yeah.
most of the time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, moral of the content, we've kind of said it.
Yeah. Pretty much it, yeah.
Have a view.
have a view. Yeah, have a view of what you want it to be.
Yeah.
And
Communicate well.
yeah, communicate well. Communication.
Communication.
Okay.
Key to any relationship.
Oof.
Oh, yes,
Bars.
true.
That's deep.
So I'm still single.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, moving on. We are, there's a wonderful pool bar downstairs that
I'm overeating.
I'm going to
I'm
go to. These
cooking.
two are going to, Kate is going to go shopping. Josh is going to stay in the hotel.
Upgrade.
And
So.
We don't let him out much.
No,
Yeah,
he's
we-
got
we-
6 months to edit this.
We
so
shoot these
it's
at like the last minute, so I have to now like.
We've
plan
never
out.
actually prepared for a single one of these.
No.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Enjoy the pool views.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll send you photos.
Cool, man.
Okay, ciao, bye.
Cheers.